Hello everyone, Om Shanti. Today we will talk about integrated information theory on consciousness. Towards the latter half of the video, I will talk about some of the answers that it did not provide, and I'll try and extend this theory to provide those answers. See, basically, this theory is all about saying that the consciousness is all about experience. If I experience something, love, hate, anything, then I am conscious. That is the definition that it gives. And then every experience will have predominantly five properties. One is it is intrinsic in nature, it will be internal to me, it will have its specific properties, and it will be definitive, and it will be integrated, that means it will be wholesome, and it will have some structure to it. This is the basics of the IIT. Now, some of the questions which it did not answer, which we try and look into it in this video, is that how this integration of information works. So basically, how consciousness is able to drive those experiences, right? And why there is so much diversification in experiences. So, for example, if you and me, we both look at the rose, right? You will have different experience versus what experience I have. Now, object remaining the same, how could we have different experiences? And if it is all about consciousness, then what are those fundamental properties of consciousness that actually drives this overall experience? And that is missing in IIT, and as a result of that, many researchers have started calling this theory as pseudoscience. Now, you know that we need to go a little deeper. We need to define consciousness in a slightly more granular way, because till now we have defined it only as an experience. So every consciousness will have three fundamental properties, right? That I call it as RGB, right? Red, green, blue. So one is the resolution. So to manifest an experience, every consciousness must have the ability to create a thought or free will. So we will cover this concept in some other video. But if I cannot create that thought, right, then there is no point of having that experience, right? So second is gnosis. So it's spelled like Gnosis. So gnosis is having that knowledge or awareness about the understanding. So if I am able to create the thought, but I am not aware that I have an object, I have the surroundings, and I am consciousness, that again I lose the uh, manifestation of experience. So second important thing it should have is around that gnosis, awareness, knowledge of it. And the last part is that B means bliss. So whatever experience that I am trying to achieve, or whatever thought that I am trying to manifest, it will all around that achieving that degree of bliss, right? So if I'm a consciousness, I will have my thoughts so that I can always achieve higher degree of bliss, and all my knowledge I will use it accordingly to increase that degree of bliss. Now comes the previous example that we gave, for example, rose. So I will look into rose basis the knowledge that I have about rose, about myself, about understanding. Basis on that, I will create a thought, and eventually the combination of these two will give me the third element of consciousness, which is the bliss. The more knowledge, the better understanding I have, I will get the higher bliss compared to the other consciousness, other person who has lack of knowledge. The person might not be able to appreciate that. So I think with this small video, we are trying to establish that IIT is not a pseudoscience. It has some mathematical and logical reasoning behind it. Some of the aspects that we touched today, we will try and cover in next video. Thank you, and Om Shanti.